Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to show you something fun in math. Have you ever thought that if you take any two numbers, say that add up to 10, let's say 2 plus 8, and you square them, you get 4 and 64. Hmm, okay. What if I take two other numbers and square them? What do I get? 1 and 81. Have you noticed something? Try the 3 and the 7. Yes, they end up with the same digit. And you say, okay, so what? I mean, it's interesting, but not helpful. Wait a second, don't jump to conclusion. Have you also seen that the tens digit, the 6, is simply the difference between 8 and 2, and the 8 is the difference between 9 and 1? You say, oh, now it's interesting, but I know my multiplication table, so it's not helping me. I say, okay, wait a second, don't jump to conclusions again. Now, what if I take two numbers that add up to 100? Does the same thing applies? Let's see. 3 square is 9. So 97 squared has to end up with 9. So if you jump to conclusion and say, oh, so it's 949, I will tell you, it doesn't make sense because 30 times 30 is already 900, right? So it doesn't make sense. However, notice that the 10 contains a single zero. That's why the squares end up or share the same, just one digit, a single digit from the right, which is the ones digit. But since 100 has two zeros, the 3 square and the 97 square should share two digits. How can you share two digits if the 9 is only one digit, you say? Yeah, I see you. Okay, yeah, let's add a 0 here. Does it make any difference? No. 97 minus 3 is 94, and that's the answer. So are you telling me that if I have 999, 84, for example, and I square it, I can do that easily? Yeah, absolutely. If you know your squares, right? If it's 94, it would be easier, of course. So the closer you get to the power of 10, the easier. But now if I add 16, I get 100,000 that has five zeros. If you happen to know that 16 squared is 256, you are on your way because that should end up with 256. Or what? Yeah, you have to add two zeros because here we have five zeros and the 256 is only three digits. 0, 0. And then when I subtract 16 from 84, I get 68. It's not that bad, right? So you get 99968, and that's the answer. I hope you got that easily. If you have any questions, let me know. We can go over that in more detail. I just wanted to give you a brief introduction to what I want to show you that is even deeper than that. Thanks. Bye.